Welcome, Taurus, to your August 2022 reading. Thanks so much for tuning into my channel. Now, if this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click that subscribe button and ask your question in the comments section below. Now, this month, if you are a new subby, can you just make sure you write new subscriber before your question? Because what I'm doing this month is I'm opening it up for everyone else who views my channel, whether you're a subscriber or not, to ask a question, and you will just get a yes or a no or a short answer to your question this month. I did it last month and I got I just love shuffling and hearing all your questions and what's on your mind and everything. So take me up on that offer. So this is anyone who views my channel that does not want to subscribe, is already a subscriber. You can ask a question this month as well. But if you are the new subscriber, make sure you put new subscriber so I can differentiate, because you will still be getting that more in-depth mini reading. Now, let's get into your reading. I hope I didn't waste too much of your time. Now, as I shuffled my cards for you, there was a distinct message coming through here for one or two of you. I'm not sure. Perhaps more. It's not going to be everyone, so take what resonates here, because there were a few multi-layered messages coming through as I was meditating and shuffling on your cards. Now, for some of you, I feel like you are a little bit bored in a particular situation. Now, this could be a partnership that you're in with someone. Now, there's a few people coming through here. You've got an air sign, so that's Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. You've got the Justice, which is Libra, so I'm thinking some of you may be involved with a Libra, or certainly someone with Libra-like qualities. Legal profession, very balanced, very logical. Yeah, interesting. Now, just to go back to where I was, I feel like a few of you could be feeling a little bit bored in a situation, and it's making you feel a little bit closed off. And this is... It seems like it's coming externally from the situation that you're in, but you're actually missing something here, Taurus. This could, just by changing the way you see things or turning around an opinion or something, you might see that actually the situation that you're in is something that perhaps you have put yourself in, and you actually can get yourself out of it as well. So yes, as I said, this is a general reading, so take what resonates here. Now, for others, I feel like there is an ending to some quarrels, perhaps, that you may have been having with someone that is either in your family or in a relationship with. This could be someone from your past as well. This could also be one of your children. But I feel like there could even be a divorce here. Now, obviously not everyone is going to be getting divorced or breaking up here, but I feel like either you have just been divorced and you're going through perhaps a custody battle or a legal battle here of some sort. I think things are coming to an end here in August, or it's gotten as bad as it's going to get. Let's put it that way. And you are going to be able to, I feel like it could also, like there's balance coming in here. It's interesting. You've got the Justice card, which is all to do about legal issues. You could just be involved with a lawyer here or someone in the legal profession. But there's balance coming in, because one side you have Justice, the other side you have the Queen of Swords. Both are Libra cards. Both are things coming back into balance in your life in August. In regards to whatever it is that relates to you, as I said, general reading here, guys, so take what resonates. And these were just the messages coming through as I was meditating. But I'll go into a little bit more detail of all the cards in a moment. Now, as I said, just to jump back to the actual cards here and their meanings, there is the Four of Cups. Now, this often talks about not seeing something because you're focused on something else. So in this instance, to look at the imagery on the card, you see this young person looking at some cups. They're actually in an ideal situation. They're protected, they're safe, it's luscious, abundant energy around this person. They've got all they need in front of them, but there's something a little bit missing. And this could be the way some of you are also feeling about a relationship here. But I feel like if you look at the imagery, the card, the young person that's overlooking a beautiful view and cups filled with all wondrous things is missing the cup that's up in the nook of the tree. And because this person is focused on the ho-hum, boredom, that kind of energy, you're not actually seeing that one cup that actually is there. So this is a kind of like energy that's just before that Five of Cups. You do have a beautiful, wonderful life. You just need to see it for what it is, I feel. But for a lot of you, if you are going through a breakup here, I feel this does represent you a little bit as well. You might be focused on some negative, hard times that you have gone through, and you're not seeing the future and the beautiful cup there for you in the future. So don't stress out too much or worry, because the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Swords, they're very mentally challenging, worrying kind of cards. But you've got the power here, Taurus. You've got, this kind of leads into that energy of the Princess of Cups. Now, the Princess of Cups in this particular deck, which is the Druid Craft Tarot deck, for those of you that are interested, the Princess in this deck are pages, and other pages in a traditional deck. So all pages are messages or messengers, and I feel like you are definitely going to get some good news regarding a legal matter, regarding any kind of issue that is going on where you're having to sign legal papers. This could be even the purchase of a home, a new job, anything like that. But there is some good news coming in for you about that and bringing things definitely back into balance. This is the energy that I'm getting across the board. Now, that Eight of Swords, this is that card of feeling a little bit stuck, a little bit trapped in the situation that you were in. But I feel like you are going to be changing the way you look at things, definitely, and taking a bit more action in getting yourself out of this feeling of being stuck. There is an ending. 8 and the 10 of Swords, one above the other. It's like you've got this mentally as well, more so than physically. This is like how you're feeling emotionally, or not even so much mentally, psychologically, intellectually. The way you think about things, you've been feeling quite stuck and oppressed. But you're releasing yourself out of this situation. Now, this could be because someone from the past has come back in to help you through this. You've got the Six of Cups, and this is beautiful, warm, nostalgic energy, and you're getting a lot of strength from this. You're thinking back to the past. Now, this is a very multi-layered meaning in the Six of Cups. This could be you really remembering your past as well, remembering how you felt and trying to go back into the past. If you've been having quarrels with someone in your life, you might be going back and thinking about how it was in the past when you were freshly in love and having an amazing time, and you could be thinking about that and being a little bit nostalgic in August as well. And this might put things back into balance in your mind as well, mentally. Like if you have been having conflict, this is going to really help you, this energy, to get through it. Yeah, I really like the Six of Cups here, but absolutely you are going to be successful in overcoming these little worries, stresses, strains that you've been having in August. You've got the World card there. This is just beautiful cards of successfully completing a particular stage in your life that has perhaps been difficult, and you are walking through the portal into a new, more harmonious, more balanced life. And the World is just a card of that successful completion of an era. And this is just almost like a point where you're starting a new era in your life. Now, for some of you, this can also be in a career. If you're not in a relationship, you don't want to be in a relationship, you've never, you don't have any plans to, this can talk about you, for some of you, there could be some questions about your career and ending a career that perhaps was stressful and making you feel stuck. You will be moving into a new line of work very soon, or certainly making some decisions to do that, because definitely feel like there's some endings to any worries or stresses or strains. So whatever it is in your life that is creating this situation, there is balance coming back in. There is completion to this part of your life, and I feel like you can now move on to bigger and better things. Now, the Queen of Swords, as I touched on earlier, this card I would normally read as a Libra, but because this is a general reading, this is an Aquarian, a Libra, or a Gemini. And what the Queen of Swords sort of talks about is being quite independent, being graceful, being analytical. I think you are changing the way you think and look at things in August, and so this is really going to help you, as I said, overcome these stresses and strains. And I keep looking at the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Swords. As lovely and beautiful as all of the other cards are, there's this line here down the center, two of them, the swords, are sticking out at me. So I'm feeling like there has been a lot of strain and worry here for you, Taurus. And yeah, you are using this inner strength here. Now, whenever queens, kings, princesses, whatever show up in our reading, they either talk about people that are in our lives that are significant to us, that are playing a part in all of these feelings and emotions. So this could be someone that, as I said, you are going through these stresses and strains with, but often, if they're not representative of a person in our life, they are telling us that these are the qualities that we should either be utilizing the qualities of these cards, or we are going to become like the Queen of Swords. So for you, a lot of you, you are going to be looking at things quite objectively, and you're going to be great at communicating your thoughts in August. You know, you're going to be really able to focus your energy, the Queen, and be very balanced about certain things as well. So I feel like if there has been arguments or in any relationship that is significant for you in your life, there you might be the one that is actually going to be coming in and sort of looking at things intellectually and saying, come on, let's work this out. This is ridiculous. Let's fix it all up. Or you're going to be really clear and concise about how you want your future to be, where it is you want to be going. You're really, you know, I hope for a lot of you, you aren't, this experience of sorrow, I feel that you have gone through, might be hardening your heart a little bit as well. So just be careful of that. That's just a message that came through here for some of you. Don't get really hard and go, well, this is, particularly if this is a messy divorce. I am getting that message coming through. And as I said, apologies if this is very specific to some people, but I just have to say it. So make sure that if you have gone through like a custody battle or something like that, just make sure that you don't harden your heart to life and love and living, okay? But I feel like, yeah, there could be an intellectual approach to a particular difficult situation that you are going through in your life at the moment. Now that 10 of Swords, you know, it looks so ominous, doesn't it? That figure lying on the ground. But this is also, you know, it can talk about you being betrayed. It can talk about a lot of anger, a lot of hatred, but this card is essentially, I think I said it before, as bad as it's going to get here for you. And now things are going to move forward, and you're going to be able to, things are going to be getting better. And it's quite, it's like that saying, you know, it's the darkest just before the dawn, and that's kind of the point you're at here in August. I hate to focus on this negative heavy energy, and I am so sorry for those of you that are going through this, because it's I'm feeling it, and it's quite sad. So my love goes out to you guys. But also there's this message of your heart being hardened and almost this unmerited hatred. You have this intense kind of, you're carrying this intense hatred, or you have been for a long time. And this could even be from your past, your past from when you were a kid, not just recent past, but way back to when you were a kid type past, and you are carrying this kind of, anger, rage, hatred. But or somebody may have been behaving like this towards you too, putting hatred and anger against you. But yeah, absolutely the ending here, because after a 10, it goes back to the ace, and that's the new beginning. So you are right at the end here, in August, Taurus. And, the thing that kind of strengthens that message is your final tarot card there, Justice. I mean, this is pretty much telling you how it's going to be. There will be justice for those of you that perhaps feel like there has been injustice against you. And this is, as I said before, balance coming back into your life. There's some choices here as well that you may need to make to help you out of this situation. There's some decisions, but definitely if you've been going through a court case, there is going to be a judgment in August. And definitely, again, and this is kind of mirrored with that Queen of Swords message, there is clarity for you here. I feel like any of these worries, stresses, strains, these things that have been consuming your mind are... There's going to be some clarity here, and you're going to be able to intellectualize things and clear up all of that stuff. But I feel like, there's definitely balance. Any sort of arguments, any kind of litigation, any sort of situation where people are weighing up their arguments in a way. Or weighing up, if you're debating something, weighing things up. This is all coming into balance here for you in August. Now, I hope that resonated with you. That is pretty heavy. That's a pretty heavy reading, or certainly I was feeling that energy of Swords quite heavily in your reading. So as I said, you'll have to let me know how this resonates, and please ask questions if you want further clarification. I'll definitely go back and shuffle my cards for you. Now, your final Gateway Oracle card here is Taking Action, and this is kind of really supporting the messages that of the Eight of Swords here, and also the Four of Cups, because even though these are both cards where it's like you're feeling bored and you're feeling stuck, it's like you have the actual power to get yourself out of these situations. And this exactly, taking action, is exactly what this is saying. You are going to be doing this in August to get yourself out of this situation and help your situation, get yourself out of this Swords energy. But taking action, the affirmation for this particular reading is, I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. So I feel like now you are going to be turning around, seeing that cup. You're going to be taking the blindfold off, taking those ropes off, and walking through the gap in the Swords to get out of that Eight of Swords energy. Now, if you want to stick around, I'll read out the meaning of taking action out of the book. But for those of you that need to head off, thank you. Take me up on that offer of either the free mini reading for new subscribers. Just make sure you put new subscriber in front of your question. And for everyone else, please ask a question as well. Now, for those of you who want to listen, this is what the meaning of taking action is. Don't hesitate. Whatever you've been putting off, now is the time to act. Stand tall, raise your fists to the sky, and leap into action. Break out the champagne, for victory is in reach. The universe wants you to know action creates momentum. Whatever you have been wishing and waiting for, this is the right time to move forward without looking back. Quicken your spirit by taking action now, even if you have to face your fears in order to do so. Look them in the eye with a calm and clear gaze and forge ahead. The action you take now will reap immense rewards in the future. So thank you, Taurus. Love to all of you struggling out there. Please leave comments. I'd love to answer your questions. and I hope to see you next month. Bye.